All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful moment, a new episode of the Talk Show Live. My name is Simy Kenya. As usual, you know when we hit your screens, we come with the best from Lake Victoria and beyond. And this moment, I am joined by an amazing man, someone whom I've known for a couple of years, and he has walked his journey to where he is right now. And right now, he is one of the contestants for the next member of parliamentary seat, Uriri Constituency in Migori County. And we are here to have an amazing conversation with him. We are going to talk about so many things, lifestyle, politics, and of course, have great conversation. Honorable Evans Ouma Ogutu. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
How are you?
Good.
It's an amazing moment
to
have you on the show.
Thank you.
I know we've met huko nje kidogo.
Yeah,
but today at least we are here to talk to the people.
Yeah.
Take this moment and welcome us to the show, and of course to your residents and to these great people.
So thank you, Simy, for hosting me.
Yes,
thank you. You know, I'm always encouraged when I see young people develop and grow. Very big platform and unfamiliar areas that people thought will not impact on so many people. And there are so many views. And you are giving an employment opportunity for young people. And it's an amazing thing that you're doing, my brother. So
thank you
continue
so much.
doing it. And that is what we stand for as young generation. We create paths where there is none. And we ensure that the three components of our journey is accomplished. It is important to note that when you begin, you must have a power to continue. But it doesn't end there. As you continue, you must have the urge to finish. So those three components, I am so happy with what I'm seeing you doing everywhere across the nation.
Thank you.
So continue. So back to me, CPA Evans Ogutu, a candidate for Uriri Constituency, Member of Parliament. And as a young person, just doing 1, 2, 3 things to make ends meet. So we're here in Migori. Migori is good. As you can see, there is not too much worry. I know tomorrow we'll be having Saba. The last 25th, we didn't do maandamano, not for any other thing. Because it wasn't very clear to us how we are going to handle this situation. Aware that it was 1 year period for our young people who lost their lives, and actually we want to tell them and the families. Actually, we want to tell the families, because the dead cannot talk. That they take heart. Actually, it's not easy as a parent to lose a young person. It is always normal that you grow old and your children takes care of you when you're old. But when we continue losing lives and the young people are continuing dying, we're not very happy with it. So it was a 1 year memory. And the utterances and the factions of politics that came into it. So it wasn't very clear of identifying whether the political factions were going to be in solidarity with the young people, or they will use that platform to achieve a political agenda. So we again lost so many lives during that period. And we still tell the families that to take care, but that does not mean that the spirit is dead. The journey is on. The young people must get their fair share in this current government, in terms of opportunities that are available for them. In terms of being heard. It's very unfair that you don't give somebody audience, or you give someone audience at your own terms and structures. Those are things that young people do not want. If it's a clean thing, let me air my issues the way I want to air it. Don't put it. It's like a pre-programmed apology that tunataka, kama unataka kuomba msamaha, do it this way.
Lazima useme hivi
so
na hivi.
That is incriminating me. That is tying my hand. So we want the young people to be as free as possible. So yes. So my brother, thank you. I am also with them. even as we approach Sabasaba originally was not a Gen Z issue.
Yes.
It was the issue of the multi-party democracy in Kenya. But those are just components of the struggles that we've gone through as a nation.
Yeah.
So when we stand in unity, we don't fall.
Yeah, sure.
So it doesn't matter what you're demonstrating for. If it is for goodwill, we stand in solidarity.
Yeah.
But if it has particular interest and it's being infiltrated,
yes,
then it's not going to achieve the overall objective of what that is meant for. Koro mano egimo wacho ne jo matindo that we are in solidarity with you guys. And we are doing everything possible to ensure that the voices are heard. Koro kik wabedo gi luoro. Telo mar piny bok dwa ngoro. You know, you cannot be weak and achieve anything in this life. You must able to draw your own path. Don't get used to common paths. You don't and then you're like, this is what we want to follow. It's a normal route. Everybody's used to it. They know how to close it. They know how to open it. We can't be tempted to use that route. So we stand with the young people wherever
let's
they
hope
are.
for the best.
Manadieri. Koro mane gima one. So
when you say when you say that we stand with the young people, we've also seen you doing a lot of youth programs before and all that. Does it mean that youths are majorly your closest people in terms of audience, or why are you always attached to them as compared to other parts of the society that we see?
I am fairly old, but I am a young generation.
Yes.
Now, the challenges that the young people are facing now are not unique to what I've faced. Now, when I stand with the young people, it means there are certain things that are, if it were done better, then things would have been different than today. Now, if you look at it very keenly, standing with the young generation, it means that the young generation is not only male generation, but it's both male and female. What is it that they are going through? And because ideally, even if I wanted to live long, there is natural ways that tampers with our generation. Once you grow old, there are certain things that you can't do. But young people can achieve so much. Now, standing with them means you give them a platform so that a next generation that is coming in must have learned the mistakes of the old generation and work on them. That is what we stand for. So I've been with them. Actually, one thing that I told them before, prior to the elections of 2022, I had started something called Youth for Youth movement. Nothing for us without us. So I had said that the young people are used as ladders to elect leaders. So we said we are not going to be used as ladders, we want to be leaders. But how can we be leaders? So I started a program of civic education, voter mobilizations, and sensitization. I said there is nothing we can achieve without voting. So we must go out there, register as voters. That was something that I was doing across the 8 sub-counties within Migori County. So I had a very big caravan moving from Rongo constituency, Awendo, Uriri, Suna East, Suna West, Kuria East, Kuria West, Nyateke. My overall objective was, let's register as voters. But it's not just about registering. Understand whom you're voting for. And what that means for you. And initially we were being told kama umeambiwa hivi ama kama umeinuliwa mkono fuata hiyo nyayo. And we have seen the pros and cons for that. One, kama umeinuliwa mkono, you achieve only one thing, loyalty. Every other factor constant. Loyalty. Because now you are fidelity and loyalty to the party. But we wanted something beyond loyalty to the party. We wanted something so transformative that one, whom we are voting for, actually we borrow our mandate because the Constitution says we can use our powers directly or indirectly. So when you borrow your power for 5 years for this person, it means any power of representation he holds for you. And you see, your views can only be aired by him.
Yes.
Any power for the laws in terms of legislation he holds for you. Yeah. Any power for execution of the budget he takes from you. So how do you want to entrust somebody for the next 5 years? So it's not just you going to the polling station and voting for this person. I understand the ideals of this person and what he stands for. So that was what I was telling the young people, that yes, we want leadership. The only thing is that when we go to the polling station and vote, you can't go there because the structures the government has put in place is that you must have a national ID and you must have a voter's card. There is no shortcut to it. So that again, here and there, we were not able to achieve much, but at least we were able to achieve something. There were guys who came out and went, and we were able to facilitate them to the people that had issues with their IDs, why is the IDs delaying. We were looking at 1 or 2 ways of helping to get to the Oduma centers, having a conversation with this team, where are the chiefs and things like that. So that helped in terms of getting ID. And then the next phase was, how do we now, before the IBC staff open it, is it possible for them to walk to offices so that you can get registered? Does it mean only up to the time that this guy say, now these are stations that have been opened, take the voter's card? No, we were working very closely to ensure that even if it is not programmed for only voter's card period, we were able to go to those offices. So that is very key. And even up to now, najua hata saizi tuko na shida wawacho ni 2027 we want to take over the country. We want to change leadership.
One term.
But you see, one thing is that one key component that we cannot run away from is the constitution, Kenya. The constitution kept independent commissions. Those independent commissions are mandate. Those mandates, they shall carry out elections. And then they are also acts, my members of parliament card, kaka IBC Act. Wacho ni mage body mu yiene gi referee yiero jotelo. So let us be proactive. Let us just understand here, adieri manyasai, what do I tell? But we must abide by chike mankind. Not even a single person is talking about constitutional amendment on any of those issues. So we cannot take power by force. We only need to take power by working through the system, because we are having a very bright generation. The only thing is that we procrastinate so much. Kwa chako ni kata Ruto must go, katama. Kwa mere solution. Then what? Ruto must go can be do, or any other thing that you are starting to do. We must register as voters. There is no shortcut. Then after registering, before the general election, we must audit. Onge kamwanya lo yie. A voter register which is not clean. We want a very clear voter register. Mako wachini CPA Evans Ogutu is a voter. To get the Uriri Constituency, West Kanyamkago Ward, Nyamage polling station, and we are able to verify. Ningani ongema kosonosa nendo. Nikecha diri manitie. Voter register wa to odure.
Ntiega kolel.
Olel. So as young generation, what we had said near, the young people now can map out. Ngamangema, gingama no senendo. Koro, we don't need to wait for somebody to give me a register. Even us, kopo ni seneno ne magi egik maibisi yogo.
Within our locality.
Within our locality. Okirit chief. Ewinjo nikech mana kidi nyalo kawo telo as a young person. Okirit ni chief ema de verify ni ngano ngima. You take initiative as young people, you move. Waneno ka wan ka gi dhano 1,000 registered in this polling station. Ewinjo. Ngane to polo exist Canada to no settle. So that at the end of it, wakaw luwenyi ni waketo ni en gimoro achiel, and we see on how we can work with it. So jok matindo nyaka work go very closely, and they need a lot of guidance. Nikech if you guide somebody, you put him to a very right direction, then he's able to move.
Okay, where? Yeah.
Lweny mar liberation.
Yes.
En lweny matek jiole. Kiyudo ka wadu jony. Mako bade. That is what is expected.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And now, ngato nyalo penjore because ingeni sani koro kaka in ngama osebedo e wang jopiny kaka ngama jatelo. Kendo bende nigi lek mar medo bedo jatelo. Dhano nyalo penjore ni to kopogore gi ngama wang'eyo ma en Mheshimiwa Evans. Evans en ngama chalo nade?
Well, there is let me say, it's not very linear. It's like a circular.
Yes.
Who is Evans? Evans en anyalo chako gi ing'eni ka ng'ato penji ni Evans en ng'a. Ng'ato nyalo penji ni Evans osomo ang'o? Winjo gik moko. Dhano ing'eni
koro
ta penji en osomo ang'o? So jahigni adi?
Ojai to dware to akanye.
Tanyuonde ne ng'agi.
Nyocha winjo kiwacho nyaka nitie ng'ama dwa chung' kamoro to kata police station semokia kata ID moongego.
Yeah, so by clan.
Yes.
An wuod Karachuonyo kam Serengeta. But now I have a very long journey. So born in the year 1985 at Homa Bay District Hospital then. Nowadays, all Ungeni referral hospital.
Yes.
So my father was there, and he was working as an accountant, accounts clerk with the Kenya National Union of Teachers at Homa Bay.
Yeah.
So of course, I was naturally born there because my parents were there.
Yeah.
And I began my pre-primary section there at a school known as Shauri Yako Primary. And here it is Bonde SDA Church. So I'm a Seventh Day.
Yeah. Oh.
So Yudoka Alemo Kanyo.
Yeah.
And then my grandfather had moved from Karachuonyo to stay with a sister at Uriri.
Okay.
So my father then said it's natural ni wadu wadak Uriri. So we go to Uriri.
Yeah.
And so we stayed there for long.
Yes.
And during that period, he also got a transfer from Homa Bay, and he works with the Kenya National Union of Teachers, which was within Migori branch. Tinde Mao Pognat offices a lot. So here when he comes, because he's a man trying to survive, so he will take you to different schools.
Yeah.
So I have a journey of around 4 additional schools.
So in primary.
In primary. Because you look at St. Joseph's Ombo. Then I'm like, okay.
You look at alumni.
I look at alumni. Kajekuru. Sechimoko duko tera. Iduoka dala nyamage. Things are not good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nyamage koni koro kwa di biro gi budget mangeny mag town.
So
go back. And then I sometimes it takes me back to Migori Primary. But when things were a little bit greener, so I finalized my primary section for studies at Baby Shines Academy.
Okay.
That is in the year 2000. Koro Baby Shines, nikech kori biro Migori and manapenika okubora enya. It's a very good school.
Yeah.
It's been there for some time. Koro Baby Shines ka awui matemo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why not becoming the best student? So otamanyako morori kanyo tamoanga.
No muomi.
Omuoma. Obedo namba achiel. Tapa ni omuona e board moro kanyo ni anabadi. So I was the second best student or pupil then at Baby Shines Academy the year 2000.
Yeah.
Then Evans Kuru onigodie secondary. Kuru I think I've done well.
Yeah.
Kuru choncha kani ai private primary. Kuru serikal kucho hapa nina ngiyo wang wani magi jok maseche moko bedo favored. Kuru idwa ni bolie secondary school. Moro ma joka mayiero. Kuru ana wani kuru diluonga better schools. Kanyawanga High, Kanyawanga. Then I want a big school because I've done well.
Yeah.
So there was also a good school, though it wasn't big to my level.
Yeah.
And I am the first choice at Taranganya, near the Taranganya High School.
Oh.
Hey, Kuria, why would I go to Taranganya? Koro wayuare ka ma ok binyalo
gi jaduong' koso gi joga
gi baba ni nyaki manya
sikul moromore kode
karang'anya to kanya nyono mano miriambo koro wayuare ting'eni time be rumo koro imanyo kanga imanyo anywhere we were lucky ni nokayudo koro mama wa being very prayerful man en gi osiepne moro ma pastor mawuok Rongo nyise ni nyathino kelo bed kodero ba kodero bara miriambo mera kose study nango. It's a good school once you dedicated tidhi mana ka
kanyo
omera ing'e adhi kodero bara to chunya te to ok ni kodero so I get into form 1 I do well but koro interest mara so I don't want to identify myself need wapenja ni which school from baby shines
kidwa ni kopenji tiwacho kodero bara
which school are you
ni
kodero bara no so I was like yeah. And then it was fairly doing well, but it wasn't taking so many students to the university. Koro ne ok ong'egi performance. No ng'egi other activities. Koro adonjo. Ayudo ka pien. Opira ber kabisa. Awacho ni bas. Opira ni at Baby Shines gini waonge gi laxity mar gine because it was a private school.
En somo.
Koro wachako opira ba. So I get
idonje adhula
koro awacho ni bas koro kanyo bayude teacher ma nyiso kaka ji ose prosper gang'o
gimpira
awacho ni omera somo ni secondary adhula koro waga adhula kanyo omera ka wapo I think in the year 2003 koro iriembo ji akia ni maso timo ang'o fema jotugo kiang'o apoko bolo oko te but you see, we were very good in football.
Yes.
And that has maintained. Kodero Bara, and you see, like last year, Kodero Bara was best in Nyanza. My last year in Nyanza, Odio Gole man national. But it was very good. So you know, nyinga no man wawe kanyo maradula no pod no mi school no podo ngire gadu. Koro ngena duogo dala 2003 ni omera oseri yembo e school. Jaduong' kech marach. You know,
na nyisi ni dhiko.
Nyathina mane best student. Koro biro kari oriembe sikul ni dhigo opira. Eno mano give up. My father we are so many. Koro nanone, to dala naka aneno ka nyithindo gi ng'eny dhi nga gi fi. Mohero somo, ema ne somo. In mihero.
Bidwa go mpira no. Dhi gor maiye kuji maiye.
I'm like, no. So my mother finds a director of education. So we have a conversation. The director education, Ogutu. Then, Koro Ogutu luonga mabe to wuoyo na gi jo school moro, the head teacher then, Koyo Kochia. Tingeni ma asebedo dala kanyo. Almost term mangima. Be school no is not an issue. Ayudo ka madhe wacho ni the time kata nitiere school more bath dala kacha iluongo ni Bishop Linus Okok and diocese ne Osogo secondary
Okok no miluongo ni Osogo
Osogo secondary ma community school koro kabe
jogo dwaro tieki ground
koro wacho ni ase wuoyo gi ng'ato ok idhi nuoyo but we think you have brain to go ahead. Somo from 1, from 2, from 3 nigo opera. But let's take you to Koyo Kochia. So they get a chance in Koyo Kochia. So I get in Koyo Kochia third term. First term, second term, no. Then I get friends, there is need. So mama be Koyo Koda now.
Environment, Kuro.
You know. Try to catch up with your form 1, form 2, form 3, and form 4. So luckily, no form 3. No? So luckily, you've done well, you can go to form 4. I came out form 4, and I was above average student. I did well. Now, my father has always wanted to be an accountant. Wanted me to be an accountant. He's an accountant.
Yes. So he wanted that for you as well?
He wanted me to be an accountant. I'm like, turungi akalo. Gimana, to KCSE ni akalo na.
Makara nyocha gaga dulari.
But now, to our advisor tells me now, what you do, we want you to do accounts. You can begin your accounts at CPA level.
Yes.
As a certified public accountant. But if you ask me, there is an inner route when you begin it at ATC level. Principles of bookkeeping. So the KATC then.
What
the
is the
Kenya
difference?
Accountants Technician Certificate. It is currently called ATC. But initially then Kenya Accountants Technician Certificate ATC. Tonyisane, even me, I'm surprised that you did well.
Yeah.
So I know if you begin KATC, you will be done with it for 1 year.
1 year.
Then you can begin your CPA. You are not going to regret.
Yeah.
Koro, I head to Kisumu. Koro Kisumu ka Swan Center mwalo kacha. Nitiere college mano yao. KCA University. Now koro nido Kenya College of Accountancy. Koro Kenya College of Accountancy achako KTC ni. Time nika sections adi.
Areya.
Mokuonga kalo mara ariya timo na. Kalo.
Yes.
Koro jadung ni said koro the bell. Koro the other achieve the CPA.
Oh, and koro ka 1 year.
It's just 1 year.
Yes.
You're done. 6 months and 6 months you're done. So kasne boro na result and I'm like, wow, I can be an accountant. Karigini anya lagini. Basa dalono bini so one now. What you can do, you can become a basa, school basas, because most of the school basas in secondary school were KATCO holders. They were not CPA holders. And that is what is happening. Most of the school basas, unlike maybe nowadays, maybe they are CPA holders. But KATC no.
Yeah.
In fact, all the advertisements, money team
qualification was
KATC final. So I'm like, inyi sania. Ingini gini nyalo chako you dogo pesa.
Sami podi medo CPA ni.
Amera. Wachama chama CPA ni ade. Koro wade to katiye kene. I got a chance. The bank, Barclays Bank.
Kitiko CPA ni.
Ikatiko CPA. So I was a local business customer advisor.
Yeah.
So there's a friend more refer ni dugiti Barclays Bank Migori. But the friend is telling me, my friend, CPA is not enough. We need bachelors. So you need to pursue a degree.
Yes.
Don't be so
comfortable
with CPA. But then, CPA was very lucrative,
Yeah.
even as it now. So I'm like, okay, where are they money degree?
Degree majogi wacho
nani. Koro, tiji chata hamwani ya kaka se soto college. Okanya we teacher. So I get to bank, and I'm like, this is good.
Yes.
Koro bank kaka local business customer advisors.
Yeah.
And it was good. Okanya regret. So I get to go to Moi University then. Koro Moi, Nisa they have a constituent college.
Yes.
Rongo University. Then Rongo University had no charter. So I'm like, now let me you go and study in a nearer constituent college.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, fine, let me go. So I get to Rongo. So we are doing things more university, Rongo constituency, Rongo University, Rongo University, Rongo College.
Yeah, it's
a constituent university,
Moi, yeah.
Then what mano, then in the process, Koro Rongo Yudo charter. So now we have to be transferred as Rongo University students. But I'm like, okay, this is good. So I specialized in accounting. I went for Bachelor's of Business Management, accounting option. And at the end of it, I graduated from Rongo University. But again, Manobe, surprisingly, I did when I graduated, I held a first-class degree.
Wow.
Koroka Bedogi first-class degree. And I think in that school, University School of Business School, I think in my year, I was the best student. And you see, I was a part-time student.
Yeah,
But because I had specialized in accounting, so it wasn't very difficult. For me.
That's congratulations.
So when I say I'm a CPA and Ogutu Makata Mongerene Loch or something, it's because I'm a certified public accountant. Who who's done accounting from very elementary level to the level maximum.
So you have done basically all the basic components
all the basic components of accounting. So
now,
and then now you register with ISPAC. And now through various trainings, I am hopeful to be a fellow. FCPA.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what is the difference between CPA and FCPA?
It's a fellow member. It's a fellow is granted by the institute once you have achieved certain criteria. So there are not so many in Kenya, and I'm hopeful to be a fellow member of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants.
So it's called, so the F stands for fellow?
Yeah, fellow.
Oh.
Yeah. So you see, even the current CS was a CPA. But now because he had achieved certain standards, so he had to be a fellow.
Oh, sorry, that's why it's called FCPA.
Badi now is FCPA John Badi. And then now we have FCPA
Baraza.
Yeah, and Baraza was even chair at the council. Not achieve before even he became a governor. And then we have Nyakango Margaret, the OCOB. Mais also FCPA. The Auditor General is also FCPA. So FCPA koro mago koro ilungoni
senior council
koro mago wacha senior council. So when they address us, we are a bit junior to them. So we are working closely to achieve the fellow title Mar CP. So you see, that is Evans. But again, there is this part of me which is now not CPA Evans Ogutu, but Evans who is aspiring to lead. Ingeyo, in 202, I'm in Form 2. So there is election. And then Nenimulolongo, Neriyado. 202, there is no constitution because constitution is 2010. There was constitution then, but it's not constitution 2010.
The new constitution.
The new constitution. My father is a man that you, like a lot of things, you are influenced by the environment around you. Goes for a councillor's position.
In 2002.
Aneno, kako handling and things like that. I'm like, wow. So this is how you can work closely with people. You know, and like I told you, so that Karachonyo clan is very small in Uriri. So you don't stand a chance by clan votes. But if you work with people closely,
clans,
then they can elect jok mailu gani welo. Ngeni jok moko ngeni siasa kagi moko maji wacho ni acho ukabila ka be waketo moro wakani amera
jodak
mane jodak ma welo iwinjo majaka. So I'm looking and I'm studying the dynamics person, and like in Form 2 you are able now to start looking at and study. So he goes and he wins.
Wow.
Councillorship. So I'm like, okay. And then he tells us on how to handle people. Kajo biro dala, don't look down on anybody, work closely with people, telogi nyasai mamioji, and things like that. And then my mother, she's very outspoken. Korananoka ochako gine. So he becomes a councillor. Then in 2007, he defends his seat. To call defend seat ne, taidoka koro challenges koro nitie. The people that I thought are very close to him are now no longer very close to him. And then every person that praised him, most of them are now
against
him. Siasa karenege interest. So he tells me I'll go for it to defend my seat. But the truth is, the way the councillors are structured and the municipality, there's nothing much you can achieve. The expectation of people are so enormous. So I tell him, why not? Just try. So becomes a runners up, but kakingeyo siasa oge runners up.
Jatelo mola
nene jatelo. But again, then nepodonge chik moroni okinyal tiyo, tibedo elected. So he was still an accountant.
Oh, no, you know resign ga?
No, resign machon. Koro, Jok moko bapani ne nyise ni, teini dwaro tiyo tijeni. Ok inya bedo accountant. Ibedo jatelo ka. Koro tiyo accounting no, then he eventually had to retire. Koro 2013 ochako uluonga, because now 2013 now we are grown.
Yes.
And you see now there is a new constitution.
Yeah.
Now it's no longer councillor. There is introduction, the inception of counties.
Yes.
Koro iluongo gini waheshimiwa. So there is a
Yes.
ward rep.
Yeah.
Koro I'm like, he tells me, we ran in 2002 I won. And 2007 I became a runners up.
Yeah.
But jok mane oweya kogocho ne mamacha. Mheshimiwa cha. Koro what is happening? Joka chako nyisa ni aduogi, I am better off. Uneno nade? I'm like, Daddy, let's try. We were going.
Yeah.
So we hit the road.
Yes.
Campaign, and in 2013, again he wins.
Oh, koro chako donjo. Wow.
Koro nyisa ni, you've done well.
Yes.
And we have seen this kind of leadership.
Yeah.
Koro 2013 odonjo kanyo, and then now I was also doing some consultancy. As an accountant, I was working close with some other NGOs.
Yeah.
Koro kogi kama koro wawinjore ni enodhi to chako nyisa ni this NGO world is making you iwuotho ahinya. Why can't you try something like a stable job moro makoro in gi salary per month? So I applied for job and vacancy advertised.
Yeah.
National, county. Koro county ka tayudo moro kaka auditor at the assembly. Koro dong I start learning now broader aspect of leadership, because now I'm able to network with members of county assembly, not now from one ward, but from the 40 wards of the county. And then now at that level, I'm able to serve in my office, both elected and nominated members as a secretariat of them. So you understand now how leadership is. So you grow passion. And seche moko be kagi luonge forums magi, you interact with people. And then there is this urge of always almost becoming like one of them, or in a better position.
Because you are mostly with them.
So I'm there. So now I move from auditing, I am promoted to finance. So in 2022, I'm like, I need to be in leadership. And I'm heading finance as a young person at the assembly. And I'm like, why not? So in 2022, Koro governor work because he has served his 2 terms. Koro Evans decides ni adine governorship. I am not going for something.
2022?
Yes. Awacho ni bas gima timore. Unge gima dhiye. And gima Koro understand is the structure of the county. Koro will not go for any position less than the governor. So I talk with my friends and I'm like, oh man, inge gimi wacho no. Why not we can achieve this? Koro chak. And you see, Kachabo Mia Tuolo Mar resigning. Don't you say you were going to resign in February?
And the elections is in August, okay.
But I'm talking with friends, networking with them, kunde moko town, why not we can do it?
Yes.
Toka uokane to jatenda. Ma speaker then, Boaz Okot.
Yes.
Bapo makwa declare ne ya. Embo dwa bedo
governor.
Kuri ngena jalo wete assembly ka.
And speaker.
Koro ere kaka da bedo governor. Tengene kata yuko kasa network giji. Onge ngama dwa ne we. But in Ban Evans, you had achieved so much in voter mobilization and sensitization. We have networked across the 40 wards. We are not letting this go. And then I have some few friends in Nairobi. Let me tell you something. Don't chicken out. We must go for this. The reality on the ground. That go cocobarats. Insubordination, growth, you want to buy,
Nothing
wangetek. Is it because of this position? Makora NTR and I'm like, hey, really? I'm like, really? Koro? He was a very good boss of mine. Boss of course, very, very good. But now because of that step, Manakao, no? That relationship was shaken. Jomoko no donje infiltrate. And I had to leave the assembly. And by the time I'm leaving... You
left before the February...
Yeah, I had to leave before February. So when I left, there was a lot of things of internalizing, whether it's wise to go for this thing or to let it.
Yes.
So I had to let it go. And ideally, I told him, sir, I wish you well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to win, but I wish you well. And me, if age is still with me, I could still be a governor.
True.
Koro ongetiende walar.
So Noki hit ground completely. Like Katachako campaigns.
Hit ground.
Yeah.
I had started the campaign, but now I had to decide that I don't think, with all those structures and circumstances, Kananya no bedo governor at that time. So I had to put weight to other candidates, Manapani Lobedo, governor. But now, in short, I had to let that
go. Then now election has come.
So election has come.
And there's a new
election
administration.
and of course, when the election came, now I'm not my candidate, the preferred candidate, Bekoro Kowe.
Oh,
Koro mana support Bekoro Kowe. Maybe became second. Koro. But now, I had a very
about your
respectful, democratic space. Mana support ni.
Yes,
I didn't have a lot of issues. Let us define ideas and philosophy and our thinking and the thought process.
Yes.
Could I decide now?
And your boss, did he make it to the ballot?
He did, but he didn't get
the nomination.
So he didn't get many votes. But now, now he had to lose his seat as a speaker. Governor Kubiru Manyen. He had a lot of influence in terms of who becomes the next speaker.
Oh yeah, sure.
Koro, okay, koro gini bedo maraj ni anoko.
Ebe koro en.
Ebe koro enoko. Koro
une koyo ute.
Koro wane ko. Koro ngene wale moreka.
Oh, kendo koro ucha
koro Jacob. Alunga ni Jacob. Koro mawane ko. Koro neno na.
Wacho mokure.
Koro ne alwenyi mo matin. Koro tani. Koso no weche mag laro gigi de pod wan mana office. Koro Jacob. Koro. Ineno nango.
Yeah.
Evans, Gimate, pod wan gi chance. It's a process we learn.
Yeah.
I said, okay, let's move on. Because there is nothing else. So he becomes my friend.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my achievements Oma Kolweta.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now, Speaker Boaz, let's continue working closely. So we begin working closely kama wati mo managige wa maoko.
Yeah.
We don't want to interfere with the leadership mano year 2022.
Yeah.
So 2022-2023 financial year rumo.
Yes.
And we are seeing the governor, the team that is elected with. Nitire tuomruok moko matin nikech baba be mane gi pane di bedo president okobedo koro structures jok mane ng'eni dhi ndik gi malo koro be idwaro koro ing'eni slot tin baba moko yudo kocha koro ji gwere kode ji gwere everywhere koro to matugni chakore to jogi ne joti
jogi kodonjo kanyo yoro
koro jowa moko bende ne mera ka baba koro no osedo to jowa gi be dwaro let us work close with the government koro jowa moko the leaders donje sirikal
mar county
national baba gi ne gweyo kabisa
mano team mano kwongo dhi
koro to idonjo nade
in ga ng'ano
ini musalit joka bende na mera ng'ama oseyudo gini ema nyalo kelo ndara, nyalo kelo hospital, nyalo kelo basari, nyalo kelo ang'o.
Ene man ko gigi.
Gigo nie katiba. Katiba ni to ok dhi konyowa. Katiba ni jogi ok winj. We odhi uru. Gi lwet warando. Koro wacho ni koro jowa modhi kocha aneno kigweyo. Galas. Odhi. Nyamera ing'ama nyocha comedian. Nyocha in ng'ama.
Ikelo mbela ka.
Yo mera giwani mon aya gilawo galas mai kare dempi gilawo nyamita no nyamita otero mai koro ing'eni aduoga dier ka nikech ing'eni as an ODM member akia ni amba declare ni support jogi
koso ini
declare ni baba anto poda fukabu
koro ibe ine ya ilo rago akiri keke
adani ma we ade clear ni ana se support jogo abe be defense to gima kikwa tim kikwa dawo gi baba koro abedo kod gima chiegni tanyiso ni omera jodala it is true ni nitiere achiel ariyo adek motimo maber but one thing that we can't do we cannot fight the leadership mar ODM even if they are fighting us you keep calm mondo me things will unfold rupiny ng'eny so you see that is what happened.
Koro une lot mokwongo mane okwongo dhi
na support jok anto ing'eno kadhi ta support koro sani wacho ni ng'ato tero iye warita ne wane gima wuogo
in ni vote yes ne joma nodhi
koro jok modhi kuja omera to ka vote no to gini ka vote yes to lit na to baba wacho apo maka baba wacho ni jok mane okwongo dhi ok otimo maber
wacho ni
to ke weche gi te well wagina koro systematically and gradually wabedo kamano koro wang'iyo kone second year 2023 koro 2024 omera ji koro were MPs mopogore gi governor mopogore gi senator koro ji gwere ka
ng'at kambi ka kambi
koro I'm like ni to lweny ni ng'eny koro ma jabs bare kan ere manyalo maki koro itemo lengo wacho ni gini kama sechopen ane dier lweny I must identify myself with the camp koro abeda konchiel makata kate to jogi oneni arwako orange kata ok arwako orange nikech kopore abeda gire ka ng'ane dhi goya
koro in gi adui
ariyo koro we get to it and then now we are like let's support we identify a team wanyalo work closely with so and then at 2023-2024 I've not declared koro 2024-2025 taneno ka koro siasa kaka medore because that's the third financial year adieri stages you know a 5-year term once you've not achieved much in 3 years onge miracle. There's no rocket science that you're coming with. Nikori they achieve God things that you are not able to achieve.
In the
you
last
need
3 years.
to initiate your projects in first, second year. Third year ka oningo beni in a phase mar completing them. Fourth year is just to complete, and the fifth year mostly you just launching them and things like that. Kopo ni Uganda okoneno you work within the first 3 years. Onge gimanyin magidine and you see people start forming their mind. Ni wadi kama at the end of the third year.
Like end of this year now.
Like end of the third financial year.
Last year.
Most of people have now decided. Decide position. There is only something that you are looking for. Undecided people. Those are in the fourth year, fifth year. Koro saani jite. They tap the undecided. And now you see, even the composition kakade, the opposition is fully building up even at national level.
True.
Musimamo. The government side musimamo. So the undecided lot always come in the year mineno koro wachakone. Koro mage midongane swing boat. Ipani jogi gine wadoguru kama. Koro that is what is happening. Koro at the end of this third year, my area MP Kora no consider decide. United is going for position mar governor. And I'm like, I looked at what happened prior to 2022. Mwabede koyo. What now, even if I had some resources, in any kind again incumbent. And I don't think I'm strategic to run for position mar governor. Sani. I think leadership as a journey. Because a leader is the vision bearer. Mar constituency mare within county or constituency. Kori wachoni, if I had held a vision for county, I can still break it down from a constituency part because you're just vision bearer. And then your team are going to help you to implement. It's for you to realize that very vision. So I'm like, if these guys are going for this position, I'm not going for it. I am going for position member of parliament
yes.
of Uriri constituency. So achake
yes.
Simy kuri ngene wachako manyo ombolo.
Yeah.
Wanyisoji what we want to achieve, our 4 key agenda,
yes.
Education, which is key for us. Chako gineni omera education ni is very key for us. Chako ni the second thing, and health.
Yes.
Ningwangia neni which mag osiptende, how can we integrate the county?
Yes.
Mondo mejo bebedo gi the mortality rate jo matong, things like that. Then we will need to achieve issues mag chiemo.
Yes.
And ingeni constituency wakende. Sub county aboro.
Yes.
Maonge benki. Rongo nigi bank. Kendo bank mang'eny, KCB ni kacha. Cooperative ni kacha. Mago dong bank ariyo.
Yes.
Awendo nigi bank ariyo. En gi national kacha.
Yes.
En gi Equity. Urichwa ka to kata microfinance moro mutego. Okay.
The entire constituency.
The entire constituency kata bank achia. Ngeni kura watching now, there's a problem on our trade.
And you have been accountant.
You know, I'm
all
like,
this time.
No. Idongine, no. How closely can we work on even a PPP? Public-private partnership. Mondo miwanya lo kilo everything manya lo kilo trade maber.
Yes.
Mondo there is cash circulation. Ok ni ja Uriri nyaka de mana wendo. Kata dugu mana Sona East ka. Ni koko dio bank pesa ne. You know, that kind of travel. Even I know ni people are going digital.
Yes.
But at least there are certain things that you can go to the bank to do. Koro one waonge benki. Sona East ka ng'eny go. Wan gi Kopka, wan gi KCB. Manyiso ni bank nitie.
Yes.
Sona West kucho, wan gi DTB, wan gi Equity. Koro banks are there. Isibania nigi bank, Kiancha. So it cannot be.
It's only the entire
county. Ni county waka ema bank. Ni constituency ma de Miriambo. So I'm like, now, let us understand the structure of our industries, the structures of our trade. Ereka kwanyalo kelo proper circulation of resources. Uriri manyalo be attractive na investors. Maybe kacha because we are really rich in a lot of raw in resources. I think we are almost the second best, or in terms of best, low manyalo chiego gikmoko. But maybe the value addition, maybe gikmotimo kacha. So I'm like, now we must not only focus in terms of agriculture, in terms of feeding, but in terms of value addition. Naningo jowagi oyud ni nitiere gikmoko manigi nengo manyalo attract some other commercial institution obi. So in short, dong koro kaka vision bearer, kora gombani koro ade Uriri. Koro ngeni platform idhi kuone ma ji chokore. Seche moko inyalo dhi kama ji nie gimor. Seche moko inyalo dhi kama ji nie gilit. Ting'eni jo siasa ka en gimo ma funny malich. Koro ka ng'ato oseneni ni in gi influence, ng'ane koro ne time ma ng'eny, time osedhi sare, koro in CPA, in fwafwaya ka bibe. Koro ka ng'ato neni tengeni yonge title. Okinya wacho ni kia former principal finance officer, former go ngomera onge gimi hold sana. In fwafwaya.
Fwafwaya ji waneno ka ibe in kono.
In ki desire, in ki weche maber midwa wacho mera gama bi chasu. I'm like, okay, jogi dwa temo limit agi that tom.
Tom marwa.
Amanyo platform. Tawacho ni mera nitiere gimoro ka. And I've always yearned to lead. Koro the best thing, apana nigi desire to promote the ideals of the party. To nitiere gimoro kama biro. Jo ODM ganeno ka koro dwa lendo the chairmanship of the constituency level. Tang'ama nyaka na register a party ni pok na wuok. I have supported other candidates in terms of support, but me as an individual, I have never left the party.
Makarasa mani support jo manodhi kochacha in
no, ODM. Koro ng'eni macha koro atiyo gi umbrella mar Azimio. Koro kada support the PDP wacho ni PDP ni Azimio. Koro okni okajao. Magi kazin. Do kazimio ni flag bearer and right.
Baba.
Koro wajo ODM. Koro I'm like, okay. Koro gima tim, ODM ni poka wuok.
Yes.
I need to go for leadership. So, and I say, can't say you do leadership.
Yes.
Then I can have a platform.
Yeah.
Koro kata detect.
Koro
logo chair mar party. Constituency level. So I'm like, now, okunyal wacho ni okidwa luongo chair mar constituency. So,
yeah.
Ade. So you see, I read very keenly the party constitution.
Yes.
On how the processes, because now you must be a delegate at the polling station.
Yeah.
You must be a delegate. You must win. A delegate at the ward level.
Yeah.
Then there you register and contest for the position of party chairmanship.
Yes.
At the constituency level. Koro wuok. Polling station onge watch. Kanya bid endorsed unanimously onge issue. A ward level.
Yes.
And competition. Koro. Because of siasa. Koro yudoka there is also a faction mark candidates samara because of other interest.
Yes.
Because any party wani ko kirekni ni okibedo more. Okiridri. Then the chances ni nyalo mai. Ito ng'eny. Ji nyalo igore kodi ma onge ni ne NCPA in launch. Mago miriambo.
CPA getting up yeah.
But I'm like, okay. We are there. At what level?
Yes.
As if when you need to your moko duar leadership one. Koro kagi biro. Hey, apo mangata chel mose biro mo buso gik moko lwet returning officer ni podo gaji police ngwed. Ni elections onge. Hey, to kage dhi hotel magende kore kaka gisetikele
election.
Mano nyiso ni ok nyalre. Koro wan bende through contest and legitimacy is very important. Delegates untie wayieruru. Ne to wayiero nade to onge referee to ngina ka referee orengo. Eyo. Koro referee kosenyiewo opira nyaka de ngata wanyalo go ball ni. Koro wadhi kama no wayiero wadhi Orange
House Nairobi.
Orange House kucho wadhi wa table. Mae kaka wayiero bedo kid system. Ka unse yiero tieko. Ago bedo kid message duogo elected delegate. Mano kagi koro ningo wadhi manye
constituency level goro. Koro wa SK ko ward.
Constituency ni the same pattern marriage.
Manen timore ward ja.
Biro ne to gigo mautiklo. Ne elections onego the bell. To giwuok magengwe. To mena giwuok gengwe. Giwuok ja giri returning officer kendo. To kagi gigo tel. Gisechako
gine ndiko.
Ataka nyise ne legitimacy. So all the delegates from the 40 from the 5 wards
wayieru.
Ko yomba
you'll accept.
To ko yombo. Then we get delegates from the all 5 wards. They are almost 100. 80 times 5 is about 400.
Yes.
Koro yiero. So kama obede kanyo temo bedo gazetted.
Yes.
Gin to gise di hotel ma gise yiero. To party wato pok no yiere hotel. Party wano gazette kamora di.
Kamora chiel.
So let's go for it.
Yeah.
So we go for it and then we win.
Wow.
So when we win, koro nitie siasa makoro chako play at.
Yes.
Because any party is very influential. Eturu waka.
Yeah.
Gisani. Any at national level, people are a bit liberal.
Yeah.
The party is not an issue.
Yeah.
We will elect you because of what you can achieve for us. But when Kone, party still has a lot of influence. Because jo wage podugo vote pata. Ne jo nagi. Ibro kala last time. Ibro ne out of the elected members of county assembly kata in all the 40 wards.
Yes.
Inya yodo ni pradek magjo ODM. Majise that's a pattern.
Yeah.
Koro jo wamoko kosefwenyo ng'amo bede kom ni ok en ng'at moro mayot ahinya. Koro en mana lweny. Koro kawuono launch mara. Kiny okelo mare. Iyo. Koro wambe wawacho ni gini en gir baba.
Yeah.
Ng'ama nyingo odhi malo no. Mane chia, but what is important ni as delegates, legitimacy is very important in politics.
Yeah.
Koro ki yiero ri hotel to kinyal approach oganda. But if you face the masses, then you are able to approach them Egimo mi yudo ka joma moko kata koa e party kaduogo to pod gibedo man elected as independent candidate. So you see, that is my journey in terms of politics. You know, it's not easy, and I don't expect it to be easy. And that's what is happening. Koro one, I am a candidate. In 2027. And as a candidate, I have outlined my aspiration on things I want to achieve. As a member of parliament. I am not saying the current member is not doing well. He's trying. I've seen him in top 10. Out of the 290 to be the top 10, he's really trying.
He's doing well.
So the only thing I can do is to maintain a good legacy of being from top 10, maybe to top 1 or top 2. So that is the best thing I would want to do. I want to learn from the predecessors. Uriri constituency in 2027 will be 30 years.
Started in 97 or something.
1997. So when a constituency has been there for 30 years, you don't expect it to still crawl. Mano nyatimo se tegnomoni go benigo dalane. Mano ngamoko nigo benini esimba. So there are programs we have outlined. In terms of education, we want to look at the overall component, something that nego serikal mar Kenya Kwanza. And so many youths were trained, but they were left. After training, then what? You know, after training somebody whom you told that go to school, you'll get better employment. You can never be selling for that person every day, plumbing, electrical, Kia,
mechanic
stuff, those are not things that you told this guy when he was pursuing. And that also sank even to their parents. Their parents said, Natina, we are young, so that there is something better. You didn't do that so that you can change. That is why the youths are dissatisfied. So those are things that we say, when we train our people, then what? Even just young people. What are we intending to achieve? Samakoro one scarcity magijo puonj. Why can't we train so much so that at the end of it, why you do opportunity mar jowa mako wanyalo ndiko? They start at BOM. Then later, koro wanyalo lias DTS. When you want to absorb, already we have here. Okay, train manager for the sake of training.
for formality.
For formality. Man, there is nothing you're going to achieve. Train people, but have an objective. What are the performance indicators? What are the results? Mediwaro. Don't be very conventional. Chakre basari the school. When you train plumbers, are there opportunity? Are there infrastructures coming up? Consider training. Karake what you need export. Have you networked with people? What you need the plumbers, the electrician, the TVETs. When you are training these people to do other things, what are other things magi they achieve? Koro magi ma another cow differently. As a young person, I must do things differently. And then apart from education, we are looking at agriculture. Gimomi manaka kana nyisini.
Uriri is a hub.
Situation is a hub. We cannot agree ni nyaka sani. Ni koro gik moko matindo tindo. Ingeni ndalo moko ni wacho gani ni uwerega wer moro ni kindu be dalawa. Kanyasaro dalawa. To ne ngat moro no interview ga to kami were ni onge kata sitima. And Apani took that provocation. There were a lot of things that were achieved. Kidoka kindu koro upgraded. Now they even have a
bank. No
koro now it is now well off. Koro and what giminyal wear.
In advance.
Koka jiwache to mo were ke kindu be dal to ke the kindu de kata steve ba potuto koro no ber nyinge kapok infrastructures will come up. Koro manegi mwate mwache ni it is not fair to be at Uriri, which is very key in agriculture. To konyal achieve much. There are gaps. Koro ngeni agriculture is devolved. When you work close to the governor, you can put up the village aggregated centers. Basti timo poverty eradication, one person at a time. You put up a place makoro ka japur. Obedo duma obeda ngo okele center kanyo. Ikaone e standard ok ni sani oduma ngeny nengo dok piny. Iwinjo. Nikech sama nengo dok piny no, pesa mo yudo cha en pesa mo matin makata gima nyatere banko, onge you standardize. You can provide them with the farm inputs. You can provide them with fertilizer. Ingade without profit. Then you also network with the
yes.
This government, we call them
the deports.
The deports. They have a term. So the government can also help you in terms of absorbing this. Koro ngeni konyo japur. Manyiso ni koro there is cash flow. Onge sama japur neno ni ya ni sani oduma tin oduma ng'eny. Sama oduma tin ma oseus ng'eny ne, you can also get them from the storage to the constituency. Imiyo gimok ni ya ni gini price fluctuates. So we have a lot of ideas more that konyo go jowa majopur, and also looking at what the healthy cash crops manyalo konyowa. And then in terms of the companies, the corporates manyalo konyowa, in terms of niang mondo me jowa moa kucho oyud nengo mar niang yo ma miyo jatich moral, and they can be paid the bonuses mane sirikal wacho ka. We need money. So agriculture en gima wang'iyo very, very keenly. And as a leadership, we are going to take it very, very seriously when we become members, the leadership of the Uriri constituency. Wang'iyo gik machalo kaka trade. I had told you we must find a reason why we don't have industries that can process our farm inputs. Mondo me at least the trade Bobedene has. I know the trade is a county government issue, but we can look at support from the county to the national government. Koro one get a lot of things lined up.
Wow.
And I am so convinced we can achieve them. Okwangi gige CDF kende. Because CDF is also a good fund. And kendo wa support wabunge wa. Ni CDF should be constitutional. Because no sebedo ga ruled and constitutional by the Supreme Court. But we look at the areas mommy no better than constitutional. Adire nyalo nyisi no. If you look around the entire country, Ibro CMNI projects mag CDF. To seche moko ki look around to Ibro ido ka county government devolve funds. To kunyal nyisi ni eto timango malongo. In some counties compared to CDF. But just imagine CDF is just 2.5% of the national budget. County is 15%. To iri kaka 2% cha. Eti nyalo ne impact ne kamora mora. Egi umiyo kodba no gole. Nikech kata ka sechegi the devolve unit, and sometimes respectfully we don't hold the position of Baba a issue mag CDF. Gimomi kwa hold position mar Baba enea. Baba wacho ni CDF is being mismanaged ni MP is a contractor. Baba dene kaka county ka. Kickbacks ma contractors nitiego. There's nothing going on. There's no cash flow. Nikech contractors ichulo yamo to duoko pesa. So sometimes we look at the lesser evil. Iwinjo. Ero MP to contractor. Eno chamo profit otimo ndala cha. Ng'ani to miyo ng'ato yamo. Oting pesa duoko ne. Dara moger to onge. Koro ere tiende wa goal. This one, manyalo bedo ni conflict of interest ni kar miyo ng'ane faida, which we only deal with issues of conflict of interest. But the roads, the projects are done. To koni to wasechiwo 15%. To onge gimati dhi mbele. As much as we protect devolution, nyaka wawache ni Baba has done well by giving us devolution. But at the same time, obeda pain. Ongia na dieri 15% ni. To get 2.5%. O what the country ka. Ibro CM ne gige CDF. To dio winje giri 15% ni openi.
Mar county ni.
CM na uru gige 15%. That I onge. And you see that's what we're saying.
Yes.
And then even katakoro ko ngade.
Or work from
Katima Marwa. No one saying watching 15% of the last audited account. Maizuni 85% ya pole ni manama?
Macha.
The misconception mawa bedo go ene Niko goal CDF cha liwetu wabungi. Niti di Kele County.
Oh, kori di mede this 15.
Iwi injo, okuri mede nikech 15 cha deo biro kodo gole, koda entie. Iwinjo, nikech it forms components mar 85%.
Yes.
Are you getting my point?
Oh, yeah.
Awacho ni ya,
Nikoro,
CDF,
yeah.
en gid national, en wang'wenye 85%. Iwinjo, it has nothing to do with the devolve.
The 15 mar county.
Devolve fund.
Yes.
Koro ere tiende, inyis gi ni ya, ni gole iduoke koni. Idhi duoke nang to the formula of devolution ni ya, magi the 15%,
yes.
to the eka, e county. Kaka nwang'wenye cha, eno mede manangwe.
It's not going to change.
So let us not fight something. You know, do not fix something which is already up and running. Nikoro kaka ne sani wani gusiepe wage. Camera is well working.
Yes.
Niko kanga to fundi mone omera wangia neko gini there's nothing you're fixing. So that's my point.
Poko
same. So why are we fighting?
Apane kwa medo gino to nyatiyo maber.
Every fund has its weaknesses.
Yes.
So weakness mag CDF are lesser than weakness mag devolve
government. True.
Yeah. Mane gimo wangi uru mane gi problem. Emochak fix.
Yeah.
Let us not fight something that at the end of it, it was not worth fighting.
Yeah.
And even when we become members of parliament, we shall still stick ni CDF otemenani. Obedi. Gimo miyo wagore gi jogo ni CDF cha, ni miyo wabunge teko moro nikech en gi pesa ne moro monyalo patronage.
Yeah.
Moko diduogo konyo go e chonge piny. Iwinjo. We don't want our members of parliament.
Yes.
Iwinjo. Ni ochak go chonge piny. And remember, as young people, we learn a lot.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, we had voices. Siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya. Mayo niko kisupport ngama malo cha.
Yes.
The president. Dichake mayo MP CDF. Koro onge gima koro dongo. But sani kada mbunge pingo president.
Yeah.
Pesa ba CDF to put donjo konyogo oganda gi.
Yeah.
Look at MCS for example. Ni MCA mok nyal pako governor. Ni ne min piny, kata ne won piny. De yonge county ni do se banore. Piny do se ketore. Iwi. Ang'o mi oporo gi go salute. Nikech onge gimiluongo ni ward development fa.
Oh.
Ingeni mbunge to kwero president.
Yeah.
To president ok nyal tamo CDF
bire constituency ne.
Omera MCA kopingo governor. Hey, mano.
Magin 15 cha ema ko biro. To governor ema koro ng'iyo kuond modhi.
Governor ema obet kode ka. Ng'ane to wacha ng'o kuoma. Ruoth ng'acha lami bas. Mane adieri. That's the reality.
To ng'ane cha wacha ng'o. Ni ng'ane no to awinjo ni
pini. Kendo ka giwacho openly. Pesa wane mawango. So you are enslaving an elected representative. Nikech okidwa miye teko.
Yeah.
And when we are fighting CDF.
Yes.
We don't know what you're saying. Leadership, even if it's unfashionable to talk about it, you're able to talk about it.
Yeah.
CDF godo, let CDF go.
Yes.
Kata the members of the Senate, Makoro
yeah.
They can't kill it. Even if it was non-constitutional, giregulate, obede kate. Gimade gimedo noa. The members of county assembly. Adieri, MCA onge pesa nyake yot. Money the fact.
Yeah.
MCA mok nyalde go chonge piny. Cannot do anything for it. Ponde ot. Ok nyal kata doke ward.
Kata lielo.
Ok nyal romo kode. Tinge gima jopiny to ng'eyo. Ni MCA no wayiero ka. Pi waonge go. To ng'e ni japiny no to ng'eyo. You know, I am wondering. Ni ng'eyo malongo ni ng'ama nigi pesa no selando ni nyaka microphone. Ni an governor ane ma en gi pe?
An man gi pesa.
To nikech pogruok mano bedo go gi MCA, koro kata gima onego tim ni no ok otim. Oye kawo pesa nino nikech en ma en wuon pesa. Otero nyaka ward machielo. So we are saying, even at county level, president no setimo maber moketo semi autonomy ni pesa mar county assembly odhi ne county assembly. What next they need to do is county government ward development fund bobe fund ma MCA nyalo patronage. Makata kopogore gi governor. To people de kunyo. Barabara podige. So that those community projects nyalo manadimbe.
Wow.
So those are things that we advocate for as young people. We are not here to be flower girls.
Yes.
I wonder if I'm elected or when I'm elected. Ni achopo malo. Tayo ka namba chiel president koro kwa winjrego. Koro CDF bese maya. Koro alal Nairobi. Nikech salary makura dong. Those are the things that we're saying. restructure things that needs to be restructured. Tomatio maber.
Yes.
Werigo.
Yeah.
Erokamano sana.
Wow. Iwacho wach maber kabisa Muson gik midwaro mondo itim ne jo Uriri.
Yes.
But pile pile iwinjo ka ji wacho ni jasiasa maber en mapok oyier.
True.
Yes. Ibiro yudo ka sama ober ni sama pok oyiere ni manifesto ne nigi japiny, visibility mara en gi japiny, odhi almost lietete, ong'eny e ground, and when now these people are elected, now we start seeing a different color altogether. Ere kaka jo Uriri nyalo bedo sure ni mheshimiwa Kang giseyiero Mheshimiwa Evans, so he's still going to be the same person who was talking and the same person who has been here with us.
Ing'eyo. Ok awach ni adhi e leadership ni an malaika.
Yes.
Ok awach ni aber moingo ng'at matiyo sani. Ok awach ni aber moingo ng'at mosekalo.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, what I'm offering here,
yes,
I want to offer different kind of idea
yes,
to my constituent. I want to look at it. I am having a personal conviction it's going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not saying that I'm going to be 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there is some saint that is coming in. I'm saying that it is fair to look at how these things can be done also differently.
Yeah.
So if it is done differently, and I'm a young person who has the energy and the passion to achieve this, we will achieve what we are able to achieve.
Yes.
I don't want to assure the residents Maguriri constituency near Evans more pogore, because now the things that I can be able to do now, what am I able to do even as of now? It's not fair to Wondongato, Kata uso again.
Mane dhok magitiyogo josiasa uso ga geno to kakoro
uso geno maonge. Let us be very honest to our people that these are things we are going to achieve. Realistic targets. Nitie moko dhi achieve. Step by step. Every year we are going to have our annual development plans. And then we integrate them to integrated development plan for 5 years. We are going to have our strategic plan. Mwaka ADPs magwago to get integrated plan go wakete. That strategic plan is what we are intending to achieve. And the generation makoro, when we get into leadership most of them are young people who are fairly informed. Koro ging'eyo gibro wacho ni mato gimo wacho is true. This is a function of a member of parliament. This is a function of a senator. This is a function of a governor. It is not fair. They promise jo Uriri gigega governor. Iwinjo. Nikwe electa. Iwinjo. Aburo timo magi. I'm going to tell them, aburo tiyo machiegni kod office mar governor to ensure ni ka winjruok nitie manyalo timo matin nikech ento pesa ne ng'eny. Okel mare madongo no mondo mi wa achieve the greater good mar Uriri. I can't say for a fact ni there is something unique in me. Makoro ni koyiera koro gine. You know, pielo wacho ni ni seche moko kiraura katibedi mana gi PhD katibedi mana elected. Ipodi mana elected raura. Kingama ber. Kingama ber whether you have a title or not. Koro gimomia wacho ni okapar na ber moingo so many people in Uriri constituency. Okapar. I know they are very well educated people. We have doctors in Uriri constituency. We have great engineers. This is a leadership calling that I think I have, and this is what I am going for. And if I work closely with the professionals and everybody on board, what would achieve the best we can? If the best will be good enough, then we shall seek re-election. If the best is not good enough, then we give way for another person's idea. Man is how it is. Okanyalo singo negi polo.
Ing'e gima timore bende sana. Nairobi bor. Gi Migori. Bor sana. Ma jomoko kosedhiga to koseyiergi. To mondo ichaki nene. En mana ka gimoro timore function, maybe baba nigi rally moro Migori kata kodwa chako manyo kura. How do you assure jo Uriri ni kata koponi se donji office to put it bedo.
Papa ni koro kaka ne sani wan ni gusip wan camera is well one ni ko ka to fundi mo ne mera we aknya ne ko gini we there's nothing you're facing so that's my poko say so why we fight apa ne ko medo gire to nyati yo be every father is weakness so weakness man CDF are lesser than weakness man involved even managing problem and much face. Let us not fight something that at the end of it, it was not worth fighting. Because you don't get long, and even when we become members of parliament, we shall still stick this CDF. The moment we go already, you this CDF. You mean you are moving, take on money, get any person, and more money patronage. More could you do on your way of the pay. We don't want our members of parliament. Even near Chakoch or people. And remember, as young people, we learn about it. When we were growing up, we had voices. Siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya. Mimi niko kisupport na mama Locha. The president. Licha kama MP CDF. Koro ongi gibakoro dongo. Patani kada mbunge pingo president. Pesa basi ndiye tupudo ndio konyogo okanga. Look at MCS for example. The MCA mo kunyalo pako government. Di namin pay, kasi na won't pay. Di yung account ni ako sa para. Pay daw sa kaya para. Iwi. Ang mga ko gigo sa loot. Ingit ko gini ni one development fa. Oh. Ingit mo buge. Tongwero president. Yeah. To president no kunya tamo CDFB, Uriri Constituency. O mara MCA ko pe mo kaba. O magin 15 chay mako biro. O kaba ay makoro ngiyo ka kono mo bi. Kaba na mo geti kode ka. Ngane to wacha ngokuma. Ngot ngata la bi bas. Mana that's the reality. To ngane cha wacha ngo. Ni ngane no to dawo nyu ni ka ki wacho open. Pesa wana. So you are enslaving an elected representative. And when we are fighting CDF, we don't know what to say. Leadership, even if it's non-fashionable, to talk about it, we're able to talk about it. CDF will order, let CDF go. The members of the Senate, they can't do it. Even if it was not constitutional, they obey the Kate. The members of county say, Adiri, MCO ke person na kayo. Money the fact. MCA mo finaldi, go chop the cannot do anything with Ponde or Kenya cannot get work. Catalia local. Oh, Kenya local call. I think you might do pinto game. The MCA no year of cap. People okay go. To ngi ja pinto to game. You know, I wonder. Ni ngeo maloko ni ngamani ki pesa no sela dunia ke microphone. Ni ana gavana ana mani ki pesa. Mani ki pesa. To ni ke tipo group mana biro go MCA. Koro kana gimo ni go team ni okati. Ni ka pesa ni no ni ke tena mai full pesa. Moto ni aka one machia. So we are saying, even at county level, president not a team of mobile market what next they need to do is county government board development plan. Bobe fund mind senior patronage. Makata ko ko regi java. The people they call barabara so that those community projects. Nyalo manazimbe. So those are things that we advocate for young people. We are not here to be flower. I wonder if I'm elected or when I'm elected. Yeah, Chukumani. I look at number cheer, Koro, Koro CDF December. Koro alarm at home. They get salary Makura do. Those are the things that you say. Restructure things that needs to be recovered. To make you my best way. Wow. Watch my best kabisa mosoni na video wenye mtini but vile hivi kaji wacho ni ya siasa maber mapoko yere. Yes. Ibro yiro kasa mai ober ni sama poko yere ni manifesto nen ni gija piny visibility mara en gija piny they almost elitete ongenye ground and when now these people are elected now we start seeing a different color altogether. Ere kaka Uriri nyalo bedo sure ni mheshimiwa kang isaiya mheshimiwa Evans
So he's still going to be the same person who was talking and the same person who has been here with us. Yes.
But what I'm saying, what I'm offering is, I want to offer different kind of ideas to my constituents. I want to look at it. I am looking at the personal conviction. It's going to work. Yeah. I am not saying that I'm going to be 100%. I'm not saying that there is some safeguards happening. I'm saying that it is fair to look at how this things can be done also different. So if it is done different, and I'm a young person who has the energy and the passion to achieve this, we will achieve what we are able to achieve. I don't want to assure the residents of Ogutu constituency. Me and Evans no problem, because now there are things that I can be able to do now. And what I'm unable to do, even as of now, it's not fair to go on that I also negate.
Mane dok magiti wako. Jo siasa usuka geno to kakweyo uso geno maonge.
Let us be very honest to our people that these are things we are going to achieve. Realistic targets. Nichie moko di achieve. Step by step, every year, we are going to have our annual development plan. And then we integrate them because there will be integrated development plan for 5 years. Yeah. We are going to have our strategic plan. Mwaka or ADP's man wako to get a integrated plan to work it. That strategic plan is what we're intending to achieve. Yes. And the generation Makoro, when we get into leadership, most of them are young people who are fairly informed. People are watching here. Much of you watching is true. This is a function of a member of parliament. This is a function of a senator. This is a function of a government. It is not fair. They promise Uriri governor. Yes. Nick well elected. Yes. Aburo timo demand. I'm going to tell them. Aburo tiyo machigi for office maragaba. When ensure nika wingo kuniti. Manya timo matini niketeto pesa nene. Ukeli marema dongo no modomi. Uwachi the greater good marui. I can't say for a fact. There is something unique in me. Makoro niko yera koro gime. You know, piele water. Ni seche moko kira ura. Katibeli mana gi PhD katibeli mana elected. Ipoli mana elected ya ura. Ngama be. Ngama be whether you have a title no or not. Yes. Koro gimi wacho ni okapa na ber moingo. So many people in Constituency. I know they are very well educated people. We have doctors, we have great engineers. Yeah. This is a leadership quality that I think I have, and this is what I am going for. And if I work closely with professionals and everybody involved, what would achieve the best we can? If the best will be good enough, then we shall seek the election. If the best is not good enough, then we give way for another person's idea. Money is how it is. For Kanyalo, we say God agi polo.
Yegi bate murebe sana. Yes. Nairobi bo. Jimigori. Bor sana. Ma jomoko kose dhiga to kose yiergi. To mondi chaki nene. En mana ka gimoro timore function maybe baba nigi rally moro Migori kata kodwa chako manyo. How do you assure you ni kata kuponise donjo office? Pod gidhi neni Uriri ka functions gi, tije gi, gige gi ma ok ni in kori dak mana ni wadhi e bunge, wane bunge.
You know, there are two things. The expectation of the public.
Yes.
Ko yiere gi gimi wacho ne oganda.
Yes.
Egi omiyo jotelo pondo. Iwinjo. Mana dieri maniti. Iwinjo expectation mar japiny gi gimi dhi wuonde go ni dhi achieve. Egi omiyo jotelo na pondo. Weri kata gi Nairobi bo. Nitie kata members of county assembly moyier mana e county ka. Ok dog miech.
To ena Migori ga.
Ena kabe seche moko gedo kata kodesa mana ode moro kanyo. To mondo mi okawa kama piko dhi kata gi 20 minutes ochop. Ok odog. Nango expectation of the public to gima ni nyiso gi.
Yes.
One, nyis japiny. my work as a representative.
Yes.
Akao maoni uduto in public participation at Rombe?
At Malo.
Malo. Even at county level.
Yes.
Itere assembly. I'll also know chike maburo tayo. Governor assent.
Yes.
Iwi. Ang'iyo nura tero kaka pesa utiyo in terms of oversight.
Yes.
I participate in budget mose kelnwa kwa ng'iyo ni be public participation no kao. To implementation mara pesa ni. An kora nyalo madhiro governor taonge kode. Iwi.
Yes.
Koro kopo ni yor ni poko opa to naketo pesa ni budget.
Yeah.
The Uru office governor and the CEC members and the chief officers and the directors and the other support staff.
Yeah.
Mage jok makoro wakonyo mondo mi ogin. We wacho ni ya adhi kunyo ni pi. Adhi kelo yath. Adhi kunyo kisima. Yani adhi tayo ndara. Iwi nyithindo dhi adhi kelo nubasari. Iwi nyoma koro kimako microphone. Lokacha donga konyo. Lokacha donga tim. Tingeo malongo ni ya. You have been assisted by the person implementing.
Yes.
What we are working closely with governor. Call the team or the team.
Yes.
We keto ni mawi koro bari ni kechinge ni koro ndara chalo koro puodho. To kinya lowo to nese wacho ni ndara ni kwa lo Castella nyaka tok gogo. In 2-3 months as a pie.
In 6 months time.
In 6 months time. Ingeo malongo ni ya a cabinet mi alegigo gi priority.
Yeah.
And funds allocation to you.
Yonge.
In work mana closely with the elected leader mangi karocha. You will not have problem giji. To wek epo ji ni koro pesa onge kori epo. Talk to them.
Yeah.
Wegi ng'e ni ya iti biro liel no kati biro gapiko kata kotami. But just develop a culture ni ka onge to onge kan itie to nitie.
Yes.
It can be very unpopular but do it.
Yeah.
Nairobi bor mana kaka iwacho. And you see that is why at constituency level, there are people who patronage the activities of the constituency. Kijatelo maber. Okay, the allocation, which is about 175 million in terms of CDF in a year. 170 ki divide gapagareo. And pesa matin kabise dwe. It cannot achieve the magnitude midwani achieve as a member of parliament. The 4.2 trillion budget chak kombe. Niye the flagship projects moko matimoreko. Kocha bol CDF bate. The way jatelo. Anano ka ingi project kama. And this is a very big plan. I think when we unite with our people, anyalo di bedo kodgi gi wachiu lad. Ye chiu na maodika. You see? Kuro okingi mana issues mag CDF ka. Nikech pesa chatine mumio jilal. Iwinjo. Itim na ma kotim. Tiyo kama rupurupu moko benitie. Makoro gik moko mane lal ne magonya ka. Koro nitie. To apenji ni CDF emirwa gonyo goji. Mi tim go basari. Mi gero ko office chief. Nyakilal Nairobi.
That's why I'm telling our people that yes, when elected, I will not change my mind. If Karakaguru company are able to talk, tomorrow not and I'm being open about that is true. Company ni manya sana. Talking you like see, looking at it tomorrow man. I will find time for you later. Or can you get enough maxi? Let's have a pattern and we are used to. Me, machine according you will not get it. But we later. All the baby, koro karaka PA ni missing marangane kama no money. Then you are like, okay, well, we need money. You are. And then at the end of it, I will institute a culture. Ni tiri mo komanya lo result even before meeting national. But the thing ima chekuka leadership is when you become one man show. You don't give your managers capacity. You don't give the support staff capacity. Magin dinge mali si mwachiel kende manyake doke manyake. Okay, mingato capacity mo nyalo timo gino kende. Mingato capacity magik moko matindo gi mag liete. Sike moko even if you are not aware. To gingeni ka gigocho ne ngane. That problem is solved. Okay, nyisna mheshimiwa. Iwinja. Koro ka joke ni jok moluor. Pugo tiende gi karabua. Then you are able to achieve much. But thing you really like but then we get on here, in a manner as one person or give it So maybe ka constituency need to what I need. And we empower 5 representatives, but even financially. Ma nitiere dich moko mang'ani na dwa dhi wuoth kiang'o is able to handle. Koro ji wacho ni nyicho develop sirikal. Koro maka bedo jo fitina. Magi. Koro iluongo ni magi ko jo fitin zuo. Mondo nichop kuomi. To nyaka gikwong gichop kuom jo fitina go.
Magi gikwong gitieka kacha kapok gichopo.
Nyaka ibed kuom gi jo fitin zuo. Ma.
Ka watieko adwa ni mondo you just talk first what you think of the county politics. Why are you guys always fighting?
We are fighting. Yes. The county we must fight.
Ang'o momiyo kamoro amora ma joma dwaro bedo gavana en ng'ama na kimbi.
Let me be honest with you. Yes. Why are we fighting at the county? And why are other aspirants fighting for position of governor?
Yes.
Now let me be honest with you. You know, governors at the executive level of the county, they are only elected. The governor and the deputy governor. Only elected 2 people. At the assembly, they are elected by one, depending on the ward of that county. So maybe 40 elected, or some 20-something elected. And now, the only 2 people elected are given the resources to control
This 40.
over the 40. You see?
Yes.
So you are only 2.
Yes.
But you will dictate how the masses are going to share this. At the executive.
Yeah.
That is why, even at national level, it is only the president and the deputy president who are elected, and they control the trillions.
Yes.
The members of National Assembly and that big are just oversight, 2 people. You know, the people's mandate is very important, and that is what we are fighting. So governors are given billions, and is told that this billion is for you to execute. Yeah? And politics has a lot of interest. One of the interests of a politician is re-election. So for you to be re-elected, you must go to the person given mandate to execute. And 40 of you must go to one person.
Yes.
You know, that's where the structure is wrong. Why are many elected going to few elected to support the many? You know, that's where the problem is. And that is where there are a lot of fights. So this guy who is elected starts dangling the carrot. If you don't worship me, you will not get the carrot. And guys are like, no, we are not going to worship. So there is a fight. And then this one brings kingship. Because how does it bring kingship? Because you are so many elected. And actually I'm just one.
Manzenge gima tiekoga leadership is when you become one-man show.
Yeah.
You don't give your managers capacity. You don't give the support staff capacity. Magin ginge manisi machiel kende manyake go.
Manyake ko kinya konyori.
Mingato capacity monyalo timo gino kende. Mingato capacity magik moko matindo gi mag liete seche moko even if you are not aware to ginge ni ka gigocho ne ngane that problem is solved. Ok ni nyisna mheshimiwa. Koro ka joge ni jok moluori. Pugo tiendgi karabuon. Then you are able to achieve much. Basi miori lighter bade. We keto ni ine manyake timma as one person okidhi achieve. So maybe ka constituency nigi ward a bit and you empower 5 representatives maber even financially. Ma nitiere dich moko mang'ani na dwa dhi wuoth kiang'o is able to handle. Koro ji wacho ni nyencho develop sirikal. Koro maka bedo jo fitina. Magi. Koro iluongo ni magi ko jo fitin zuo. Mondo mi chop kuomi. To nyaka gikwong gichop kuom jo fitina go.
Magi gikwong gitieka kacha kapok gichopo.
Nyaka ibed kuom gi jo fitin zuo. Mano.
Wow. Ka watieko adwa ni mondo you just talk to us what you think of the county politics. Why are you guys always fighting?
We are fighting. Yes, the county we must fight.
Ang'o momiyo kamoro amora ma joma dwaro bedo gavana urome to en ng'ama na kimbi.
Let me be honest with you.
Yes.
Why are we fighting at Migori County? And why are other aspirants fighting for position of governor?
Yes.
Now, let me be honest with you. You know, governor, at the executive level of the county, they are only elected 2 people. It's the governor and the deputy governor. Yes. Only elected 2 people. At the assembly, they're elected per ward, depending on the ward of that county. Yes. So maybe 40 elected or some 20-something elected. And now, the only 2 people elected are given the resources to control
these 40
over the 40. Are you seeing?
Yes.
So you are only 2.
Yes.
But you will dictate how the masses are going to share this thing. Are you seeing? As the executive.
Yeah.
That is why, even at national level, it is only the president and the deputy
president
who are elected.
Yeah.
And they control the trillion.
Yes.
The members of National Assembly and that big are just to oversight. 2 people.
Yeah.
You know, the people's mandate is very important. And that is what we are fighting for.
Yeah, yeah.
So governors are given billions.
Yes.
And is told that this billion is for you to execute. Yeah. Yeah. And politics has a lot of interest. One of the interests of a politician is re-election. So for you to be re-elected, you must go to the person given mandate to execute. And 40 of you must go to one person.
Yes.
You know, that's where the structure is wrong. Why are many elected going to few elected to support the many? You know, that's where the problem is. And that is why there is a lot of fight. So this guy who is elected starts dangling the carrot. If you don't worship me, you will not get the carrot. And guys are like, no, we are not going to worship you. So there is a fight. And then this one brings kingship. Because how does it bring kingship? Because you are so many elected. And actually, I'm just one. I'm elected only a running mate. But all of you elected must come to me. So it means I am the king.
The king. Oh.
So when you are approaching a king,
Ruth.
So the king is very clear. Loyalty. Fidelity. Truth. Because he holds the carrot. And your interest of re-election must make you worship the king. And some people are like, no, this is not a structure that we want. Why? We are the taxpayers. The money that Ruth talks about is money that you and I have collected. He is holding it in trust on our behalf. So we must get from him. But who will allow you take that from easily? The king must fight. So the king builds a wall, a territory of worshippers. People who cannot even understand the cash flow. Because the king to execute. The king brings the contractors, the king does this, the king does that. The king even used the name of a project in your ward as ghost and use it to withdraw money. And it is happening conventionally. You look at the books of every county government by 30th of June when the government is clearing books. There are a lot of ghost contractors paid. And what does the king say? The ghost contractors must have worked in some particular ward. But that project did not happen. But the king wants money. So the king will say, from this section to this section, that road was done. There is nothing done. So that contractor gets back the money to the king. So people who are fighting for opportunity to offer better leadership than the current status. But when they get there, most of them, not all of them, most of them wants to be worshipped. And if you look at their position when they held a position of oversight, and you give them opportunity to implement, now they are totally different. It's a contrast. When they are senators and they want to be governors, they will tell you everything possible. But let them get opportunity.
Put the governor on toes.
Yeah, the governor on toes. But let them be governors. You look at their performance, you look at the opinion polls, you look at everything possible. You look at the oversight bodies, what they are writing in them, you wonder, were these the people who are really against so and so in terms of their leadership. So people are fighting for the resources controlled by a few. One person is given a lot of resources and is given people who don't have resources who must go to him to get token, and you tell these people to oversight him. It is not working. That structure is wrong. Yeah. I am imagining that I have a support staff that depend on me. And you tell them, we give you a responsibility to oversight
that guy.
And then when he's angry, he comes for money. You expect him to talk. He will mama.
Yeah.
Man, no thing. Yes. That is our position. The position any gimomyo jid gore. Oknyal yer ngatadi. Tika omwandu ma county. Timi yete. Tika o MCAs. Temo yer. Tima yo mwandu. Tiwa chini mondo mi uyudi mwandu. Kata tekru. To the ure audicha. Kidwano kunyipi. To kan joge duwaro nigi beri gi independent fund. Kaka county government what development fund itam okay. Kore gimo mi yudo ka jok ma wuok kod gi mager. Jok man gi pesa gi. You will see MPs who have now resources small CDF. But does not depend on the governor. Emu nyalo biro to kwero governor ni ok binya. To seche mi kwere cha biro ka ji lwenya ka bedi. Ikwera nade ta ne ruoth. You know, that's the point. And that is what is happening everywhere. Everyone wants to worship the governor. And that is something that is very wrong. People don't understand that money, pesa, mine ni worship. Money pesa ni, money chule mafuta. Money pesa ni, money kao nyaka emo. Money pesa ni, money nyeo go Colgate. Nike sirikalo choke kuomi to ori at national level. Took a percentage of 15% to pogonege. Gudhiambo, kati nyeo managik moko manigi value added tax. Kata any tax element. Ichake kawe choko, titero kucho, tioro negi. Tolu wani koro kedu ware, gochongi piny. Onge ngamu yene gochonge piny. Onge ruoth milamo mopogore gi Jehova odake pada polo mal. And that point nyaka ikoro ji nikech muma bo wacho ni telo mar piny ilaro gi ruodhe gi roteke ok dwa goche. So that is why there will be a fight. Anyalo nyisi mane kata the next governor odonji. So the structure is the same. Ka onge chik manyalo miyo jok moko bebed gi pesa gi pod en mana lweny. So we are saying the legislation and the structure is wrong. It is wrong completely. Allow. Nikech kucho wabunge nyalo pingo president. To pod en gi CDF. Mare ma president ok nyal mulo. Nikech CDF is about constituency. Piny ka wawachure dieri. Kipingo ruoth. Kata kipingo governor.
Dongi dhi dala nono.
In fact, king'iyo governor's re-election niga malo molo MCS. Nang nikech onge ng'ama biro winjo nikech onyalo tieki, onyalo biro e ground wacho ni ng'andi ni moka dwa tiyo, ok dwa tiyo koda
machiegni.
To gima nodwaro cha koro abiro kele kenda nikech en ema en gi pesa dogo mana kelo. That's a problem.
Koro kidhi e bunge to mano is one of the motions.
Actually one of the motions madibedo is to ensure that we constitutionalize the county government ward development fund so that MCS can also have money. It's not fair. Nimiyo ng'ato mandate mar representation to ki kwae ka singa bich to onge. So that one does not work.
I want to take this moment and address the people of Uriri as we wind up. Kauthulo ni tigi kamera ni nyisi gi koro wach mogi kawatieko.
I want to tell the people of Uriri that I table myself before you as a candidate to be elected as a member of parliament in 2027. I am hopeful that we can work and walk together in this journey. When we are united and we share the same ideology, we can achieve much. I want also to appeal to the young people from Uriri constituency and across the nation. We don't subscribe to the politics of tribalism. The people who usually say, Luenyok Marwa, the people who wants to take the young people to a certain tribal line. That one is now not working. We are so young, we are so educated. The term Luenyok Marwa is outdated, I mean. It's uncalled for. Lueny en mar everyone who wants justice. We're not saying that you participate blindly in war, but those tribal lines is not going to work for us. And we are really happy, even within ODM, the position that is being taken by Babu, Owino, and Katamane ODM, can we fight within? So this term, Luenyo Kumaru at national level, we don't subscribe to it. We don't like it. It doesn't add any value to the young generation. In me watching Luenyo Kumari, ni Luenyo ni Majaka Kuche, I am wondering, how many cabinet secretaries do we have? We have like maybe around 3. We have Mbadi, Majaluo. We have Wandai, Majaluo.
Yes.
And then don't go watching Attorney General Bomewa. Go watching him and be capacity mar Jaluo. So Luenyo Kumarwa is a very bad term. Luenyo Kumarwa is a very bad term. So that is not right. Number 2, Jok me watching Luenyo Maragi. How many cabinet secretaries do they have? More than enough.
Almost 7.
Almost 7. Ti watching Manolo Wenjigi. So why do we over-celebrate our 3? And yet these people are fighting and they have over 7. The permanent secretary is more mewa kaka Joluo. I think Luoka, PS majo Luo to koro gina dek. Makisumo cha gi Omolo wud karachonjwa. To gi apani gi no mewa moro matio gi Mbadi ka. Moisuna East is also at National Treasury. So how do we over-celebrate 3? And say everything else which is wrong, motimre jo matindo, we're supposed to be silent on it. So as young people, we encourage you. This other term, Manyiswani Luenyo Kumarwa, is leading you astray. Samunyisni Luenyo Kumari, kiyonge school for Yokobi me. I am telling you for a fact, there's nothing that they are going to do for you. When you don't have job, obro nyeri, kelibro yiro kagede, okete ji, orito dala mo kebi katadonje. So at the end of it, what is this benefit that you're getting as an individual? So let us not support war blindly, but ngata mawachoni Luenyo Kumarwa. When any war for justice for young people is a war for everyone. We have lost Luo young people. We lost Albert. May his soul rest in peace. We lost our brother here from Karachuonyo, Mano Yude Kwaricha. Denzel. Ibinjo. We have lost so many young people. And now, if you say Luenyo Kumarwa, I wonder, Denzel do wadu that you had hope on. Podni beda pache liare, and then you say Luenyo Kumari. Tokoso Albert, then Yatini. Podni beda kanite wachuni Luenyo Kumari. So what we are saying, this term Luenyo Kumarwa is outdated and we don't like it. What we need to say, and we tell our young people, we have to fight as a team. We are not saying that you get into a fight unknowingly. Let us fight when it is just. And that is what we are standing for as young people. So even apart from being a member of a contestant for Uriri, I always tell the young people the truth. Sometimes the stand we take, even if it has to cost us, that is the price of leadership. We're not going to be cowardice. No. All those positions are temporary. But our principle is for life. Those are the things Mawanyalo, Mio, Nyitendo, Matendo that we want to have for the next generation. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Thank you
for hosting me.
Of course, thank you so much.
Thank
you so much. And of course, we say a big thank you also for being on the show, for taking your time to be on the show. And to our viewers and everybody who has been watching, we say a very big thank you for always watching. Of course, this is the most followed Luo media platform.
Yes.
Yes, and of course, always having almost 14 million reach out in 1 month.
Wow.
Every month.
And that is why I'm saying you are doing so well.
Thank you so much.
And you see,
Yes.
look at it. In any debate ni conventional near polybiro ni Okenyala and things like that. You look at it, you have drawn a path.
Yes.
Managing money so by young people. Be it in social media, mainstream media, TikTok.
Yeah.
Do your own stuff.
Do your stuff.
Do your stuff.
Samy chake onyabedo matin.
Nowadays, these are my is the best platform even across the nation. Imagine 14 million.
True. Over 14 million views every month.
You're doing well.
So everybody who has been watching, thank you so much, and keep supporting, keep sharing with your friends, our followers and fans on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. We say a big thank you, and of course to our production team, Director Brian and the team. Make sure we say a big thank you, of course, for being here and making sure that the show is recorded right here from the hearts of Migori County. And to Mheshimiwa, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
From the show. And next time, if God gives you that opportunity,
when
we will also.
God gives
when it's not a matter of if. When God gives you that opportunity, we will come, of course.
Ingeni one thing manyalo nyisi.
Yes.
Nitiere ga jok moko mane dhi lwenye muma ka.
Yes.
To lemo mane gilemo. Tingeni they have not gone to war. Ni ero kamano Nyasaye kuom miya loch. So kare Nyasaye ni kitemo nyise ni ero kamano for allowing me to win.
Yes.
To karo winjo lemi mopogore ni ni Nyasaye kiyie timiya ng'at mosegonero kamano cha emo dhi kon.
I love that.
Yeah.
We hosted Honorable Jalang on the show.
Yes.
For Langata before he became an MP.
Yes.
And he told us it is not a matter of if. He is the next MP for Langata. And after the interview, after the elections, he called us again and told me, now come and do for me an interview as the MP. Yes.
My mbunge ma 2027. Tokumano.
Yes. Wabu biro kendo wachango mpaka kuro kaka
and we can even talk even before that.
True.
Frequently.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. And may God bless you. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simy Kenya. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.